Moving on now, Nigeria Governors Forum led by its chairman AbdulRahman AbdulRazaq alongside Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Ondo Governor Aiyedatiwa visited Borno State to extend their condolences and support following a devastating flood that has displaced thousands of families. News Central's Umaru Kirawa reports that the delegation met with Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum and local officials to assess the damage and discuss immediate relief efforts.
Governor of Borno State, our brother, governors of Lagos State, Ondo State, and distinguished senators, members of the National Assembly here present. We're here today on behalf of the Nigerian Governors Forum to commiserate with the government and the people of Borno State over the Ondo Dam Bridge. Also to commend Mr. President for the quick reaction by dispatching the Vice President alongside him was NEMA and the Northeast Development Commission. On our part, the forum will do the needful to support our colleague. But from what we've seen in the media, it's truly a major disaster in which we would also love to see ourselves. We know the hardship and challenges that people will go through, and we know also that His Excellency is up to the task in making sure he brings succor to the people and turn things around immediately as soon as possible. We just pray for Allah's guidance in this process and wish.
Now, our correspondent Umaru Kirawa joins us for more updates. Umaru, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
A very good evening, Mazino.
Yeah. So, Umaru, we've seen plenty of videos on social media about the visit, but please, if you can, tell us more about the visit of the members of the Governors Forum.
Well, the visit by the Governors Forum, led by its chairman, AbdulRazaq, that's the governor of Kwara State, alongside his counterparts, the governor of Lagos State, Governor Sanwo-Olu, and that of Ondo State, is part of solidarity visit to sympathize with the governor, the government, and people of the state over the unfortunate incident that happened, talking about the flood disaster that led to the displacement of thousands of individuals and a lot of houses destroyed, infrastructure, and so on and so forth, which has even led to the death of some individuals that the government or the authorities is yet to give statistics of the number of persons that died due to the flood disaster. The governors went around some accessible location within the metropolis to see for themselves the magnitude of the destruction while rescue operations are still ongoing. It's good to note that even some neighboring communities, neighboring states, talking about Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, the team were here. They were helping the government in rescue operations, and other officials, including the military and other armed forces, helping in the rescue operations. This is what is ongoing. But by and large, the governors made passionate appeal to their colleagues to start donating funds or aid to support the victims of the flood disaster in Borno. The governor of Adamawa State, Ahmadu Fintri, donated 50 million naira. And in addition to Mukhtar Betra Aliyu, the member House of Representatives of Borno, he pronounced 100 million naira among others. So, but natural, the incident, people are going through very difficult time, and there are a lot of people that are still not accounted for, missing families and so on and so forth. The emotions, the pain is very deep it runs deep in the blood of the people. You can see how painful people are, and they are going through very difficult time. Although the government is providing food and some other relief materials to the people, but much really need to be done, particularly talking about international partners and other well-meaning individuals across the globe to support the people.
Okay, Umaru, let's talk about the victims now. How are they recouping from this disaster, and what relief efforts has come their way momentarily, currently, and what has been promised by the Governors Forum?
Well, the Governors Forum, like I've said earlier, made an appeal to their colleagues to start donating funds or aid to the victims of the flood disaster. Maiduguri of Adamawa State, like I've said, has donated 50 million naira, in addition to other personalities that have started donating funds to support the victims. But by and large, these victims need urgent support, urgent help from Nigerians and others across the globe, so as to pick up the pieces of their lives as the water gradually recedes, so as to help them to actually regain the pain, the losses, and so on and so forth.
Well, Umaru, thank you very much for giving us the update this evening.
Thank you.